Today, we're going to talk about, should you promote multiple network marketing companies? Real quick disclaimer up front, individual results will vary. Any views in this training are simply my opinion, and by all means, we can agree to disagree. This is just a real quick overview. Many people ask me, and many people in general want to know if you can succeed in this industry in a big way by promoting more than one company. In other words, can I promote 2 companies, 3 companies, 4 companies at the same time and do it successfully? Well, here's the truth. Many people in our industry do promote multiple companies, but here's what I found. 95, 98, 99% of those people promoting multiple deals, they're losing money in all of their deals. They're not succeeding in any of them. In fact, I've never met a successful person in our industry. And when I say successful, I mean 6-figure earner. I've never personally known one that promoted multiple companies at once. Yes, they might have had multiple streams of income, and we'll cover that in a minute, but they had one network marketing company they were focusing on. And here's the truth. Building a successful business in our industry, it's hard enough to do it with one company. To try to divert your focus and do it with 2 or 3 at the same time, it's next to impossible for most people. These are the 3 major challenges of promoting multiple companies, just in my own opinion. Number 1 is you lose focus. Number 2 is you confuse your team. And number 3, you can get in trouble and get terminated for doing cross recruiting. And I'm going to cover these more in depth in the next few minutes. The first one is loss of focus. If you want to be successful in anything, focus is key. You can't chase 2 rabbits and catch one. You probably heard that Chinese proverb before. When you're promoting more than one company, you lose your focus. Instead of spending 100% on one opportunity, you're spending 50% on 2 opportunities, or you're spending 33% on 3 different opportunities, and you're not being anywhere near as productive as you could have been. Could you imagine an Olympic athlete training for 2, 3, 4, 5 different sports at one time? I couldn't. Could you imagine being married to 2, 3, 4, 5 different people at the same time? How hard would it be to be good at what you do? How hard would it be to be productive, to be efficient, to be effective? You get what you focus on. That's the law of attraction. What we think about, what we focus on, that's what we attract more of into our life, into our business. Excuse me. I'd personally rather focus on one thing and be excellent with it than try to do 2, 3, 4, 5 different things and be half-assed with it. Number 2, confuse your team. And this is one of the biggest troubles. First off, most people in our industry never build a decent sized team of any size. But imagine you have a team of 25, 50, 100, 200 people who are ordering the products every month, who are doing something. You all of a sudden decide to start promoting a second company in addition to that first company. Now your team is watching you. They're going to see what you do. Could you imagine if all of them now start promoting 2 companies, 3 companies at once? Say they were working their business 5 hours a week. Well, now because they're promoting 2 companies, that same 5 hours a week, they're going to divide, and they're going to spend 2.5 hours on one company, 2.5 hours on another company. So now, right out of the gate, you are reducing your team's productivity by 50%, 75%, because now you've got everybody else doing what you're doing, and they're promoting multiple deals, and they're spreading their time out across more things. As a leader, you should always lead by example. You should do the things that you want your team to do. If you want your team to focus, if you want them to retail, to recruit, to team build, to do those income producing activities, you need to do them yourself as well. So this is what I suggest. Pick one company and focus on nothing else. Teach your team members the importance of focus. Don't just teach them, show them by your own personal example how important focus is if you want to be successful. Number 3, cross recruiting and termination. Now, every company in our industry is a little bit different when it comes to their rules, their policies, and their procedures. Most companies prohibit a rep from being in more than one company at a time. Other companies allow it, but all companies prohibit cross recruiting, which means if you join company X and you start building a team, and now you join company Y and you start sharing company Y with the people you have in company X, and they start joining you, that's called cross recruiting. And most companies will terminate you for that. So all that hard work that you put in that first company, you now start building a second company, you reach out to those same people, you could get yourself in legal trouble pretty quickly by doing that cross recruiting. Make sure If you're set on doing multiple deals, make sure you read the distributor agreement for both companies and make sure that you're not talking to people in one company about the second company, or you might get a call from the company's legal department. And the last thing you want to happen is to build a good sized team and then lose it because you started promoting multiple deals and you started cross recruiting people in multiple deals. So this is your best option. Your best option is to pick one network marketing company with a product line you're passionate about and focus on that and nothing else for the next 3 to 5 years. 100% focus in one opportunity is always going to outproduce 50% focus in two separate opportunities. Once again, I've never met a top earner promoting multiple deals. There might be a few out there in our industry, but I don't personally know of any who are earning at least 6 figures and promoting more than one MLM company. Every successful rep that I have met, they have been with one company at least 5 to 10 years, many of them much longer than that, and they have been focused on that one opportunity for that entire 5 to 10 years. Focus is paramount. Be the best at one thing with one company. There might be a couple exceptions to this rule, maybe just for a very few small percentage of the people watching this video. And number one, maybe you're only a wholesale buyer in several companies. You're not recruiting anybody in any companies. You're just shopping as a customer. You can shop as a customer from as many companies as you want. That's great. It's a great way to support the industry, especially if you're not building a team, if you're not selling products, if you're just using products, be in as many companies as you want. Another exception might be if you're only retailing products and you're not recruiting anybody. So maybe you have a following, maybe you're a naturopath, maybe you're a masseuse, and you recommend different products from different companies and you just sell them at retail to end users, to customers. That's fine. You could be in multiple deals. Maybe you're a doctor or a medical professional. Maybe you have an audience and you want to promote a few different product lines. You might be able to do that. Or you just don't care about being successful in the industry. You just want to play around and dabble and be with a few companies. And if any of these exceptions apply to you, that might be a good reason to promote multiple deals. But in most cases, it's really just it's a kiss of death. It's a dead end road. This is what I tell people. If you want multiple streams of income, that's great. Pick one network marketing company and then build other income streams outside the industry. Maybe you do some affiliate marketing, maybe you do real estate, or you do investing, or maybe you do coaching or what have you. But focus is key in our industry. And if you're set on multiple income streams, before you start a second income stream, it makes a lot more sense to build up one good income stream first than to start 2, 3, 5, 10 income streams at one time, hoping that one of them is going to pan out. What I see a lot of successful people do is they create a solid income stream and then they diversify. That's great. But if you're trying to do too many things at once, right out the gate, it's going to be very difficult to be productive. Don't spend all your time reading, studying, and learning. You will learn more. Remember this one. You will learn more by doing something for an hour than you will about studying it for 20 hours. Let me just say that again. You'll learn more about something by doing it for an hour than you will about studying it for 20 hours. So get into activity mode, learn by doing, and realize you're going to look like a fool for a little bit in the business until you learn the basics. Everyone starts out that way. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you're never going to be good unless you do start. So with that, that concludes today's training. I hope it helped. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That'll help our channel out a lot. Check out the links and the resources in the description box below this video. And please check out my other videos too. With that, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.